What is going on, everyone? Today is Friday, May 29th. We are wrapping up the NBA Conference Finals. We are wrapping up the NHL Conference Finals, MLB. We got a bunch to get into. Just me this week. Going to be a little bit shorter of an episode. Obviously, I still wanted to get something out here to get through these series, let you know how we're playing them, anything like that. So we'll jump right into the NBA where, the Eastern Conference has officially come to a wrap this past week with Mackey's New York Knicks winning the Eastern Conference and going back to the finals for the first time since 1999. The Knicks swept their second straight series, taking down Cleveland 4-0. This series started with an all-time comeback in Game 1, which ended up with the Knicks just absolutely bludgeoning the Cavs to sweep this series. It wasn't competitive much. I took the Knicks multiple times in this series, 2 or 3 times, I think, except that Game 1. I like this Cavs team. I like Mobley. I like Harden. Mackey's going to downplay Harden. He always loves to go after him in the playoffs, which for good reason. He deserves it. He doesn't show up in the playoffs, but that Cavs team, I love Donovan Mitchell. I think they have something there. I'm hoping we might get to see LeBron James land up back in Cleveland. That'd be something to get that team over the hump there in Cleveland, get LeBron back to the East. But the Knicks are currently awaiting the winner of the Western Conference Finals. And like I said, as we stand currently in the Western Conference Finals, 3-3, awaiting a Game 7. OKC led 3-2 after a massive Game 5 on Tuesday. The series shifted back to San Antonio for Game 6 Thursday night, where the Spurs faced elimination for the first time in these playoffs. They showed up big, bouncing back for a Game 6 win to force Game 7 on Saturday in Oklahoma City. Wemby, Castle, I mean, the whole team was great last night. Wemby really led the way for the Spurs. Look for them, Game 7. I don't know what the line is going to be. Obviously, OKC is going to be favorited because it's in OKC. OKC minus 3.5. So stay tuned to our social media if we end up playing anything on that. I originally liked I like the Spurs in that. I think they do advance in this series. My original pick was Spurs in 7. I'm going to be going with the Spurs in Game 7 on Saturday in Oklahoma City, hoping the Nuns are there, hoping Wemby balls out with his monk outfit on. He's absolutely must-see TV right now. If you're not watching every Spurs Thunder game, you need to lock in for this Game 7 on Saturday because it will be worth it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, the NBA, I'm hoping we get a Spurs Knicks finals. Mackey's Knicks fans keep chanting outside of MSG. They want Wemby. They want Wemby. I hope they get Wemby, but if not, they're going to get an OKC team that is also very good. So, but they're sitting over there resting up. They swept. Obviously, they swept this series, going 7 in the West. So, could we have a little rest versus rust in the finals? We'll have to wait and see. But over in the NHL, as the NBA Eastern Conference champions are crowned. In the West, or in the NHL, the Western Conference champions are crowned Tuesday night with Vegas defeating Colorado Avalanche in a shocking 4-game sweep. I don't think anyone saw this coming. An all-time collapse from the President's Trophy team to get swept in the conference finals. I mean, the way they showed up in this series, obviously they didn't have Cale Makar for the start of the series. They were hoping to get him back sooner. It looks like when he came back, it didn't make much of a difference. I mean, I think he played games 3 and 4. Obviously, the Avalanche had a massive lead in Game 3. They were up 3-0. They blew that 3-0 lead to eventually go on and lose 5-3. That was the turning point of this series. I think if the Avs win that game, you can get it back to Game 5 with Colorado, or in Colorado to win that, and get it back to a Game 6. Anything can happen in those late series games. I think that Game 3 was the turning point for the Avalanche, and they just looked defeated in this series, which is crazy because not many people picked Vegas. I know Portnoy's got a big ticket going on Vegas. I keep seeing that all over the Barstool stuff, but it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to get a Vegas versus Carolina final. We said, it was going to be Colorado, Carolina all year. So I think we're going to get Carolina versus Vegas now. Obviously, Vegas is locked in, but I do think Carolina will win that other series. We can touch on real quick while we await. Carolina currently lead 3-1. Game 5 is, I believe, tonight, Friday night. So series could be over tonight. We could have the Cup final starting as soon as next week. So Yeah, make sure you're staying tuned for all the NBA, NHL plays. We do have some MLB here that I want to touch on. Like I said, shorter episode, just me this week trying to get something out there for you guys, let you know how we're looking at these series, things like that. So, we could touch on a few other things, but in the MLB, we do have our power rankings for this week. Coming in at number 1, the Atlanta Braves; number 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers; number 3, the Tampa Bay Rays; number 4, the New York Yankees; and number 5, the Milwaukee Brewers. The Yankees, Dodgers, Braves. Braves have been the best team in baseball all year. Dodgers, they're Dodgers, the Dodgers. A lot of people expect them to be the best team. The Braves, they came out of this year with a lot of injuries coming back and things like that. A lot of key pieces coming back to their team this year. And they're really, taking advantage of it. They're 38-19, however far into the season, however many games that is, and the best record in the MLB. And I love my guy Acuna. He had a grand slam the other night in Boston. So love seeing the Braves doing what they're doing, especially in a very tough division. But another team I always have to touch on, my Pirates. They just split with the Cubs, who are reeling coming to Pittsburgh. That's not a good look there. You got to be able to take 3 out of 4, 4 out of 4 there if you're the Pirates. So sitting at 29-28 for the Pirates at the bottom of the NL Central is crazy. The 1 year we're good. Everyone in our division wants to play over 500 baseball. We're the only division that doesn't have a losing team. So, which is also crazy because the NL Central is not known to be world beaters over the past couple of years. So, but yeah, a lot of good stuff going on in the MLB. We've been sprinkling some plays in there, here and there. MLB is so hard to bet, and I'm actually going to be down in Baltimore this weekend at the Orioles and Blue Jays game. So a little AL East action there on Saturday afternoon in Camden Yards. Very pumped for that. Stay tuned on our social media. I'll get some content out there while we're walking around the game. Get some pictures out for everyone to see what Camden's like. I'm very excited for that. That's always been a bucket list stadium for me. But yeah, conference finals in the NBA. We got Game 7 on Saturday night. We got the Knicks awaiting the winner of that for the NBA Finals. And then in the NHL, we got Game 5 tonight in with Carolina in Montreal, while Vegas awaits their opponent. So, but yeah, like I said, shorter episode. Appreciate you guys listening. Stay tuned on our social media. We'll get some more content out there. It's been a busy couple of weeks. So bear with us as we're kind of getting stuff out when we can. So, I appreciate it. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully get the boys back and get a little bit fuller of an episode going, get a lot more debate going, things like that, back and forth, more than just my opinion spewing about Wemby and the Spurs. But we'll wait and see. We'll like I said, stay tuned on our social media. HitTheBooks.pod on Instagram, HitTheBooks_pod on Twitter. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.